So now you see why I keep saying we not in no damn title race? Man. Yep. Raj Groves believe in Chelsea FC. And big ups to you. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate. If you don't celebrate nothing but having a good time on the holidays, big ups to you. But yeah, we had ourselves a London Derby on Boxing Day. Yep. Played a team just 2 miles away. And this team, Fulham, let me tell you, them 2 miles don't mean nothing because they haven't won at the bridge since 1979. Until today, that is. Hot damn. Yep. We took one on the chin, y'all. We took one on the chin. And like I said, this, we haven't lost since October, but we weren't going to win forever. So eventually you're going to lose. But here's how it went down. We got off to a good start. Chelsea looked free flowing. It's like, all right, we feeling it. Scoring opportunities, chances, and finally, Cole Palmer does what he does. Gets in there some nifty work and finishes a left, I believe it was his left foot, between the defender's legs. Low corner goal. Bam! We're up 1-0. Things are looking good, y'all. Get back to playing with those new Christmas presents and toys and things. But then I noticed being up 1-0 right at that point, looks like Chelsea almost downshifted a little bit, right? Took their foot off the pedal, just a tad. Started noticing, a lot of free space on those wings in the first half, right? It's still the first half. We're up 1-0, but Fulham had the ball more in our box in that first half than we did. So I'm like, whoa, okay. What's going on here? Just wings got to tighten up a little bit on the outside. Some chances, but my man Sanchez, he was doing this thing. And then came the second half. And more of the same. But there was one man who kept us on par, kept us in the game. And you've heard me defend him before, and it was Sanchez. He by himself kept this Chelsea team in the game because, it was a track meet on the wings, y'all. Especially on the right side. And I'm sorry, my man Mal Gusto, I've really, I've sang his praises before, but he had a bad game. And even on Sunday, in the draw we had, he just looked uncomfortable. Like he just wasn't playing as well as I'd seen him play earlier in the year. But this game was just straight up bad. And so bad from Gusto on the right. But on the left side, even Cucurella's side, got to mention, we'll get into match ratings later. It was running on that side free too. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Then, of course, up front, Nicholas Jackson, I didn't even notice he was in the game for the most part. But like I said, we'll get to the ratings in a bit. So second half, you see Fulham just, I'm like, they got way too much freedom, getting the ball in the box. Sanchez making great saves, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel good. And then, bam, equalizer. Okay, it's 1-1. Tough, just like the other one. There's a saying there, if you cannot win, do not lose. That's what we did on Sunday. Couldn't win, couldn't score, but surprisingly kept a clean sheet, and we didn't lose, get a point out of it. So I was like, damn, I didn't expect to say this 2 games in a row, but let's see how this goes here. So it's 1-1. And a memo to Enzo Maresca, of course, managing great for Chelsea. He's doing a great job. A couple of things I've noticed. A memo to you, Mr. Maresca, skipper, the boss. You are allowed to use 5 subs. Yeah, that's a rule. You can use them. We only used 2 subs on Sunday and only 1 sub today. It was Nguku who came in for Jackson, which we usually see. João Felix continues to just rot on the bench. And I'm like, what's the hesitation? Remember the depth we used to have that we always spoke of? Look how deep we are. We got players here and there. An embarrassment of riches, if you will. The second half, our starters, those players, their legs look dead. Fulham was alive, running, spring to their step. Our guys look, I'm not going to say tired, but just could have used a breather or 2. You know what I'm saying? So what is this? It's like a trust issue Maresca has now with the bench because they just chilling in warm-ups. They're not coming in the game. So anyway, so I'm looking like, all right, last minute of the game. I think after 90, they added another 6 minutes. Still a track made up and down, but more so the other way. Fulham seemed to be pressing us going up, and then bam, goal. It was like, yeah, that's what happens when you let a team like Fulham off the hook, when you don't put them away, when you downshift a little bit, when you're up 1-0 at home. Now, Palmer put a nice ball in, and I believe it was Nguku almost finished on a volley, half volley. And by the way, big ups to their goaltender, Lino. He was all over the place, making save after save, and rightfully so, the man of the match. But yeah, big ups to Fulham in general. They came in there and well played. I think they were unbeaten in their last 5 games, top 10 in the table as of now, or at least coming into the game. So they came to play. They brought it to Chelsea, especially in that second half. And if we look at a few stats as we like to do, Fulham had the ball for 53% of the time, but expected goals, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, they had an expected goal rate of 1.5, where we were at 0.845. So I think rightfully so, they got some of their goals. This wasn't luck. And again, like I say, Sanchez kept Chelsea in the game. See, I guess you could say it could have been worse. But I know we don't want to hear that. We just want to hear Chelsea win. But we couldn't pull that off. But let's get the match ratings, as I promised. We won't go through all of them. Let's go to the top 3 on Chelsea. Palmer, of course, Cole Palmer, 8.2 with the goal, and just a good game overall for Palmer. Sanchez, who I mentioned had a good game. He was our second highest rated player with a match rating of 7.6. Who else do we have? Colwell, 7.3. And Enzo was our only other player who went above 7 on the ratings. Now, let's go to the bottom 3. Santa's naughty list. Oh, Cucurella, as I mentioned, on the other side, him and Gusto, I just think had a really bad game. And that's why you saw a fast break up and down the right and left side, mainly on Gusto's side. But interesting enough, Cucurella had a lower rating. Our lowest rating on the team, 5.9. A lot of room on his side, too. Then Towson, he had a poor game, 6.1. He got to start with some injuries in the back at center back alongside Colwell. So he was the poor pairing of the two, if you will, 6.1. Gusto, who I mentioned, had a 6 rating, just a 6. And then Caicedo and Jackson also with subpar ratings. And yeah, it wasn't a bad game for Caicedo, but he had put up such a high standard. He definitely didn't reach that today. And then Nicholas Jackson, like I say, was just irrelevant now. Is that service? Was he not getting the ball where he needs it? Were they not getting on the ball? I don't know. I just didn't notice him in the game. And that's not something you want to see from our striker, and especially our emotional roller coaster of a striker in Nicholas Jackson, although I didn't notice when he was subbed off. I didn't notice him visibly upset or anything. So, like I said, no need to panic. We're still a good team. And I kept telling y'all, I want to hear just talk about this. We're a title race team. Just top 4 is the goal. Top 4 is in reach. Could change. Well, we could be closer to 4 than 2 after Arsenal plays. But that's the mission, guys. Top 4. Just keep your eyes on the prize. It's top 4. Unfortunately, we're not on Liverpool's level yet, in my opinion. What's next for Chelsea? Ipswich away. We get the weekend off, a Sunday off finally. Woo! Don't have to early start on Sunday and then going late trying to watch some NFL games too. Woo! We coming in hot for brunch. Like, hey, forget mimosas. I'm going straight to shots. I already been up at the pub, but none of that this time. So let's get it done, guys. Weekend off, regroup. Let's see why we're not using the subs. Let's lock down these wings. That was horrible to see today. And as always, keep your chin up, Blues. We took one on there, but keep it up. Let's get it, Blues.